Come and watch the grasshopper teach us something new today.
Are you looking for a complete personal narrative unit? Be sure to check the description below to grab our paired differentiated lessons for stress-free planning. In our last video, we learned how to draft the plot paragraphs of your personal narrative essay. Today, you will learn how to use the show, don't tell writing strategy to make your essay more interesting. Strong writers don't just tell what happened. That can become really boring. Instead, they show it by using sensory details and adjectives. This makes the writing more interesting. Using show, don't tell paints a picture in the reader's mind of exactly what happened. Knowing the difference between showing and telling can get tricky. Here's the difference. Telling is direct. It's when you just say a feeling or a fact. These are sentences like, I was tired, or we got home. Both of these sentences are telling. They give information, but they don't give the reader much to imagine. Showing, on the other hand, paints the scene. You write specific details to expand on the moment. You don't just say what happened. You describe what's happening using your 5 senses, like what you heard, saw, smelled, tasted, or felt. You can also clearly describe actions and feelings. So, I was tired becomes, my eyes kept closing and I let out a long yawn. We got home could be changed to, we trudged up the steps and dropped our bags with a thud. See the difference? Showing gives the reader clues, so the story comes alive. The reader understands I was tired and that we got home without me ever having to use those exact words. When you draft, many of your sentences may be telling. So, how do you turn a tell into a show? Writers have a few tricks. First, find a telling sentence. Remember, a tell is short and plain. It just says a fact or a feeling. Next, you decide how you want to show it. You can show with sensory details or actions and feelings. Asking yourself some questions can help you decide, like, do I want to describe what I saw, heard, smelled, tasted, or touched? Do I want to show it with what I felt or did? Writers don't have to use every sense. They just pick 1 or 2 that fit that part of the moment best. Finally, make changes to your telling sentence. Add the ones you picked. That way, your reader can picture the moment clearly instead of just being told about it. Let's take a look at the first plot part from my draft and see if any of the sentences are telling. Here's what I wrote. Take a moment to read it. Here's a sentence that jumps out. I held on tight. That's a telling sentence. It says what I did, but it doesn't let the reader feel what that was like. Now that I found a telling sentence, I need to decide what to add. I'll use sensory details. Holding tightly goes well with the sensory detail of touch or feeling. So, what did it feel like when I held tightly? Well, I remember the metal railing was icy and rough, and my palms started to sting from holding it so hard. To fix it, I can write, the icy rough railing dug into my palms. My hands stung as I gripped it harder with every wave. Now the reader can actually feel what it was like to hold on, instead of just being told. That's showing, not telling. It's helpful to go through each part of your draft and change a few telling sentences to showing. This way, the reader will stay interested from the first part all the way through the last. Now you're ready to start using show, don't tell to make your draft more interesting. Thanks for watching our teaching video on show, don't tell. Don't forget to follow Grasshopper and shop our personal narrative writing resources. Check the description for more.